Hi, this is Avit Bansal. I'm an author and a life coach in the art of conscious living, what many today simply call as manifestation. If you have been following the series 2026 Reality Architect, then you already know this is not just another set of videos. This is a journey inward on how to manifest your desired life in 2026 this year. And before we go any further, I want to say something right from the bottom of my heart. I've been reading your messages, your gratitude, your questions, your confusions, and your breakthroughs, and I want you to know every single one matters to me. Everything you have asked, everything you're seeking clarity on, will be covered in this series itself. Nothing will be left behind. And I promise you this, by the end of it, you will have a clear living roadmap for manifesting your life that you truly desire in 2026, whether it's your health, your wealth, the career, and your relationships, maybe a specific person or a deeper transformation of self. Everything will be covered. Before we enter today's video, Day 2, Dissolving Doubts, the Pearl of Great Price, I have a gentle request. If you haven't watched the Day 1, I highly recommend you to begin there. Day 1 lays the very foundation of the whole series and the concept of manifestation itself. Everything we build from today onward rests upon those principles which we have discussed and listened in Day 1. And finally, thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself, for choosing to rise and to grow and to claim that the life that you already want is waiting for you. So let's begin. In the very first episode of this series, we uncovered something that forms the very foundation of everything that we will build together. That is your true identity. Not the identity given to you by the society, not the titles you carry, certainly not the limitations that you have, that which you have consciously or unconsciously accepted, but the deeper truth of who you are, the truth that has always been silently operating beneath every experience of your life. You discovered that the power shaping your reality was never somewhere outside but within you, and working gently and faithfully through your own I amness, your consciousness, through the imagination that is continually creating your life, whether you are aware of it or not. And now that truth has been revealed in the episode 1 or Day 1. I want you to do something that seems very simple, but it is often the most challenging part of the journey. I want you to trust it. But trust what? Trust that your own consciousness, the feeling of I am that is within you, is the creative power of this world, or maybe for your life. Trust that imagination is not a hobby of the mind, not a daydream, not an escape from reality, but the very force that fashion itself from the life. Many of us say almost casually, like, I am the operant power, and we repeat it. But merely repeating that phrase, that I am the operating power or operant power, doesn't transform us. There's a vast difference between saying and embodying, between declaring a truth and living from it. There's a difference. There's a difference between being a hearer of the word and becoming its doer. For most of our lives, we have been conditioned to believe in powers outside of ourselves, and that is the biggest trouble here. We have been taught that our destiny is shaped by astrology, maybe by birth chart, or maybe by planetary movements, or by luck, or by fate, or maybe by divine timing, or by some external script written long before that we have arrived on earth. We have been told in countless subtle ways that our lives are governed by the forces beyond our control, that we must obey the stars, consult the signs, wait for the destiny to become favorable for us. And in believing such things, we unknowingly surrender our own authority. We make ourselves small. We turn ourselves into puppets of whose strings are being pulled by someone outside, or maybe something outside. We bow down to the powers that only appears real because the only reason is that we believe in them. But before I continue, I want to share a very small experience from my corporate days, when I used to work in the corporate buildings. One that perfectly captures the essence of what we are discussing today in this video. So in this experience of mine, there was a very young boy who worked several levels below me. I was senior to him, not directly under my supervision, but close enough for us to develop a very warm, friendly bonding between us. And every morning, without a fail, what I have noticed, he began his day by reading his horoscope. It was his habit. It became a ritual for him. a compass that he trusted more than his own judgment. He would read it, absorb every word, and then shape his entire day around whatever was written there. And I had observed this for many months to come. So one morning, out of curiosity, just to prove this principle, and I was hoping that he would understand this, and a little concern for the power he had given away, I was doing it. I asked him if I could read his horoscope for him one fine morning, and he hesitated. But he eventually handed me his phone, and instead of reading his actual horoscope, I intentionally read out something entirely different, a prediction filled with positivity. And I told him that he would enjoy a harmonious interaction at work, experience unexpected financial ease, and move through the day like a lightness and joy that would really surprise him. His face brightened as soon as he listened to me. He walked into that day with confidence, enthusiasm, and a sense of assurance that his day is going to be on a very good note. And that same evening, I met him again and casually asked, how was your day? With unmistakable excitement, he told me that he had closed 2 solid sales today itself. It was a sales-based organization, and that would keep him comfortable for the whole week. The target was over. Even more surprising, he said his usually very strict boss, a very stern boss, has been very friendly to him, unusually funny, and he created a very pleasant atmosphere at the work. He concluded and he finally said, see sir, the horoscope was right. Haven't I told you? That's why I always read it in the morning. He was glowing with the satisfaction that evening. And just as he was about to walk away to home, I stopped and I gently told him the truth, that I had not read his horoscope. In fact, the one written for him that day predicted challenges, disagreement, and possible financial setbacks, and tense moment with his superiors, hostile work environments and all. The moment he heard this, his joy vanished and he felt deceived and walked away upset. And the very next morning, he approached me again. And his expression was completely dead serious this time. And he said, sir, you may not believe in horoscope, but they do work. And within hours of going home yesterday, when we had a talk, I received a refund request from a customer. And I had to explain everything to my boss, and he wasn't happy at all. See, the horoscope was right. Everything matched as it is. What he did not see in the whole act throughout the whole day, what most people fail to see, that in both of the cases, the horoscope has nothing to do with the outcomes. It was his own belief that shaped his day. When he believed in the positive prediction, he walked into the world with an inner state of confidence, ease, and openness. And the life mirrored it perfectly. And when he believed in the negative one, when I disclosed in the evening, he moved through the world with a worry, tension, expectation of difficulty. And life mirrored that too. The stars didn't change. The chart didn't change. The world on the screen didn't change. He changed. His inner state changed. And life simply followed the change within him. And this is the essence of pearl of great price. The understanding that nothing outside of you has a power unless you give it a power. And when you finally reclaim your power, and when you recognize that your inner state is the cause of all effects of your own experience, you will no longer be tossed around by the outer predictions or conditions, maybe circumstances. You will walk as the true architect of your own reality. Now, most people move through life as though they are sleepwalking, reacting, adjusting, and surviving, but never consciously creating. They live as if the life is happening to them, not through them. Today, I want you to wake up from that sleep. And if you have not watched my video on Neville's lecture and article, The Pearl of Great Price, I would truly encourage you to do so, because everything we speak now completely rests upon the spirit of that teaching. So you will find the Pearl of Great Price video, the summary video, in my own channel itself. So here in day 2, I want you to offer something very extraordinary, something far more valuable than any technique or method or ritual. I want you to offer a pearl that has a power to shape your 2026 exactly as you desire, a pearl that can open the door for the biggest manifestation in your life, and to make you consciously architect your whole year of 2026. And yes, I want to sell you this pearl. But know this clearly, it does not require any material payment from you. It is not a price that can be given to me, or nor something I can take from you. I'm not talking about money itself, nor talking about anything of this world of measures and counts. The price of pearl is something far more intimate and important. And before I tell you the price, I must tell you that what this pearl truly is. The pearl is the realization, not the theory, not the belief you repeat, but the inner knowing that your I amness, your imagination, your concept of self, your identity, your dominant inner state, these alone are the causes of the phenomena of your whole life. And this is the pearl of great price, and that there is no other power shaping your destiny, none whatsoever. And the price that you must pay to own this pearl is that you must sell everything you currently believe in that contradicts it. So sell what? Sell your belief in any external power outside of you. Would you sell it? So today, if you see, the world is full of merchants selling faith in everything except yourself. They say, believe in this gem, believe in that ritual, believe in this planetary movement, believe in that book, or maybe that charm, or that prediction, or that energy reading. Everywhere you turn, someone is offering you a substitute for your own inner authority. But I am asking you to sell all of that, every belief in every external influence, and invest in your faith where it actually belongs, in yourself. So tell me, what is higher than belief in oneself? What stronger form of faith exists than faith in your own consciousness and in own self? What greater foundation can you stand on than the truth that your own inner world is the cause of the outer world? So if you say, I believe in manifestation, but in the very next breath you tell me that your birth chart is against you, the timing is unlucky, or the lines on your palm are imperfect, or Mercury is retrograde, so your desires cannot come, then you have not understood manifestation at all. You're still bowing to the external powers. You're still giving your authority away. You're still living as though like outer things have more influence than your inner state. You haven't understood the manifestation yet. Manifestation is nothing more and nothing less than realization that your I amness is the real creative cause of your life. So when you open the dictionary defines the word manifest as a perceptible outward visible expression. But outward expression of what? Of your own inner self, of the state that you occupy, of the state that you accept, or this assumption you dare to claim as true about you, or maybe about world. When the inner world moves, the outer world follows, and when you shift your identity, life rearranges itself effortlessly. And this is the pearl, and this is the truth. And this not astrology, not chance, not faith. This is the power that will shape your 2026 exactly how you choose it to be. You cannot serve two masters. Either you believe that your I amness, your identity, or your inner assumption is the one and only creative power of your life, or you do not. There's no middle ground. There's no third option. There's no something, sometimes this or sometimes that. No. These are two positions that are mutually exclusive. You cannot claim to be operant power and simultaneously bow to astrology, timing or chance or fate or someone else's behavior. One excludes the another. If you have truly accepted that you are the operant power, that your inner state is the cause and the world is just an echo, then may I say, you have understood the essence of manifestation and you're walking on the right path. But look around. The entire world is filled with the people who say they believe in manifestation, yet in the very next breath, they list every external reason why their desire has not shown up. They claim tarot readings, planetary movements, or maybe some kind of bad energy, someone else's free will, all while insisting they trust this law. But I'm not here to judge them. I'm simply here to remind you of something very fundamental. You are the only creative power in your world. Everything else is commentary. And this power, your inner authority, is what you can use to shape your 2026 exactly how you want it to be. And now, I present you the pearl. But the real question is, will you buy it? Because to buy the pearl, you must sell all the currently possession that you have, which is your faith in external power, your belief in causes outside of yourself. You must give up every idol you have ever worshipped, every reason, every other thing that you always justify the things how they are. Not a single external cause can remain, not a single one, no one. So I ask you, King, gently but very clearly, will you buy the pearl? Or better yet, have you already bought it? Because the moment you do, your life begins to rearrange itself in a ways that feels effortless and natural and inevitable. And the moment you buy the pearl, 2026 becomes yours to shape. Now let's come to the practical side of this work. If you watched day one, then by now you have identified your true identity, the foundation on which everything else stands. On this day two, this very video is meant to help you to trust that identity. Once you have identified your true identity, now you have to trust it. Because without trust, it's not a good foundation to work upon. You need to believe, you need to trust it. To trust the absolute power that has always been yours to shape your life in 2026. And when you open the 2026 Reality Architect workbook, you go to the day 2, titled as Demolishing Doubt, the Pearl of Great Price. And you will see that I have made this chapter completely and deeply personal to you. Just as you're shifting your faith from outer forces to the inner creative power, there's an exercise. This exercise is designed to help you shift your beliefs from old to new. From the identity once you carry to the identity you choose to live from right now. And now listen to me very carefully. This exercise is not optional, it is essential. It is one of the most important practices in this entire series because it works directly on the level where all manifestation truly begins. And that is your belief system. And you do this at least once a day. Repetition is the key. You can choose fresh beliefs every day to change. The ones you want to dissolve and the ones you want to install. Or you can take one, maybe two, or maybe few core beliefs that have shaped you for years and years, and you want to work upon them daily, and you completely shift entirely. A hardcore beliefs that you want to change, you can just pick those up. And just like the rope that draws water from well, over time, through repeated movement, that rope carves and craves grooves into stone. That daily friction of exercise will carve grooves into your mind. It will gently and steadily reshape the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you act. Because a shift in belief leads to shift in thought. A shift in thought leads to shift in speech. A shift in speech leads to shift in action. And shift in action leads to shift in destiny. And this is how architect builds their world, quietly and deliberately from within. Now let's take a very simple example so you understand how to use this exercise. Suppose you're manifesting a success in an exam. In your old belief column, you might write, maybe the exam is too competitive. This is your belief. This is not what I'm putting forward in your mouth. This is your belief that maybe you think exam is too competitive. That's your belief about it. Don't look at the facts of the world. Just look at your belief. So in the old section you write, maybe the exam is too competitive. Maybe it's too hard. Maybe others are better prepared than me. Maybe I don't have enough time. Whatever you believe are, you write it. And you have to be absolutely honest with yourself. If you're not honest about this process, the outcome cannot be honest with you. These are the beliefs that quietly drain your power. And these are the beliefs that you are selling to buy the pearl. Then in the column called Your Truth, right of it, you break each one of them. And you write from the identity you have discovered in day one. Maybe the exam is too competitive. In front of it, you write a new belief that will help you to achieve this destination. And maybe you write, this exam is easy for me. I understand everything effortlessly. You always have to start with I or I am. I have everything it takes. I always succeeds. This exam is too easy for me. I'm better prepared than anyone else. This is the most effortlessly tasked work for me to crack this exam. You're not forcing confidence, you are revealing the truth of the one who already is successful. And in the same way, you can use it for every area of your life. Maybe you're manifesting a very specific person. So your old belief may say, like, we had a fight, so they don't care. Maybe your old belief might say they are far away. They are gone. Maybe it won't happen again. They are sad. They had a fight with me. And in your truth, you can rewrite it as they care for me so much. Because why not? Because I am the loved one. I am the chosen one. You write exactly the opposite which you want to experience. Maybe they are going for the another person. I am so amazingly good person that everybody loves me. So why he would go to another? He is entrenched. He is in so deep in love with me. So whatever belief you have to be honest with yourself. You write completely opposite to that in the right column. So if you're manifesting wealth, your old belief may whisper to you, money is really hard to earn. So in quite opposite to it, you can write, money is the thing which responds to me very naturally, close to me. Maybe you believe that you don't come from the rich background. So you write, I don't come from the rich background. And in the quite opposite to it, you can write, I am aligned with the abundance. I am the rightful heir of all the wealth. I am the one who will create generational wealth in my family itself. So whatever desire you have and whatever limiting thoughts that you have, you write in the left column, the old beliefs, and quite opposite to it, which will help you to achieve your desire in 2026, you write down. So you can pick fresh old belief every day. And if you think that you have a very strict and very hardcore belief built in you, which is really hard to break, so you can pick that one. And daily and daily and daily you write it multiple times. And you break it. And you believe it. This exercise is not mere positive thinking. It is a conscious shifting of identity. It is letting go of the self who struggled and stepped into the self who already has. Because life does not change when circumstances change. Life changes when you do. And remember this one thing. The best time to do this work is always at night, just before sleep. The sacred doorway between conscious and subconscious mind. When the mind is soft, you're about to sleep. Mind is very receptive and impressionable. So when you write your new belief, your truth, you just don't write it mechanically, you feel it. If the exam is really easy for you, then you suddenly shrug off your shoulder and you feel confidence that I'll be able to do it. So if your new truth says, I am loved, let that warmth settle in your chest as you drift into sleep. If your new truth says, money flows to me, you let yourself feel the ease of already being done, that you can finally buy a new home, that you can finally buy things that you wish to buy in this world. You rewrite it, you feed it, and then you sleep in it. Night after night, gently without any strain. Repetition is not for the universe, it is for you. Each night you dissolve your old identity a little more and strengthen the new one in a little deeper way. So before we meet again in our next video, the schedule is already shared on the community tab in this channel. I want you to leave with the same question Neville once asked his audience. Will you buy this pearl? Or perhaps more clearly, have you bought this pearl already?